Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to make a video about the situation in Europe in November 2023. So the first article that I want to show you is this one here. So apparently we Austrians are paying 1,000 euros too much a year for food. So now also what we are dealing with in supermarkets is shrinkflation. So the packaging is getting smaller, but the price is staying the same. So at the beginning of the crisis, people still had savings, but now it seems they don't have any savings anymore. And I'm talking to a lot of dealers and they say that sales are down to 40%. And that's a lot. Like now you can really feel the recession, right? So now how do companies react to this? If people are spending less money, then if you still want to sell something, you have to go down with the price, right? So here, for example, you can see an article about IKEA. And IKEA in Austria now wants to go down with the price. So apparently, in 2021, IKEA has risen the price by 9%. And then after the Ukraine war started, the prices have gone up by up to 140%, and that's crazy. Okay, next I want to show you an article about our grid system in Austria. So here it says that our grid is at the end of its capacity, and that's because photovoltaic and also wind power is producing sometimes too much of electricity that they cannot move away the electricity from one spot. Yeah, this can lead, of course, to a blackout and to other problems. So now they have to make the grid more intelligent, and this digitalization will cost 9 billion euros for the next years. And yeah, it's already expensive. And here it's saying that they are now exchanging some of the conductors with stronger cables so they can transport more energy. Alright, so in some of my older videos, I've talked about the digital ID and how the European Union is trying to push it through. And yeah, now unfortunately, it really seems as if they are pushing it through. And now let's listen to what this parliament member has to say.
I just left the room where we had the negotiations about the digital identity, and I have bad news. The member states and the European Parliament came to an agreement. That means that probably not far from now, the digital identity will be effect in the European Union. Right after this agreement, Commissioner Breton said, now we have the digital identity wallet, we have to put something in it. And what he meant was the digital euro, also known as the central bank digital currency. And this is a very bad development. They always promise us not to make this connection. And even a lot of experts, privacy experts and security experts, warned also last week this is a very bad idea for our privacy and our freedom. And still, this digital identity is pushed through. But it's not too late, because we still have to vote on this in the plenary. So what you can do, send your MEP from your member state an email and tell him or tell her that you are against this tool.
Okay, and now you need to see this video. This is from a supermarket in London.
You're on a business trip. You're staying in Greenwich and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier and look, you can't even get in the shop without having a QR code to scan here. To scan it here, and then you can go and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we keep talking about. What do you think?
Okay guys, so these videos are really concerning, and it really seems to be as if they want to push through the digital ID, and some supermarkets even do it without any regulations. So they say you have to have this ID, otherwise you cannot enter the store. Crazy. Isn't that crazy? And some people don't understand why digital IDs are not good. They say, so what? I put a QR code on my phone and then I can shop, right? Awesome. But take a look at what's happening in China. In China, you can only access a store with digital IDs, no matter which store. And if you don't behave on Facebook or social media, or if you have a really bad social score on your social credit system, then it could be that they say, no, you cannot shop here. And once we all have a digital ID, they will also add digital cash, digital money, which is coming directly from the central bank. So the thing is that we people, we really don't need a digital ID. We already have a wallet, we already have cash, we have bank cards, credit cards. You can pay with your phone if you want to. We have PayPal or other means of payment. And we have passports and driving licenses. So for me, there's no need for digital IDs. And we lived like this for how long? For how many years has the system worked like this? And now they are telling us that we need a digital ID because it's so convenient, right? It's so convenient and it's good for us, right? No. The thing is, we don't need a digital ID. So people don't understand that if they agree to digital IDs, they will also agree to social scores like they are already implemented in China. And they will also agree to digital currencies like the CBDCs. Okay, so now let's check out how the digital ID is playing out in China. So here this post is saying that the CBDC is linked to citizens' mandatory digital IDs, and if somebody drives over the speed limit of, in this case, 20 kilometers per hour, the speed camera system automatically deducts a fine from their digital wallet. Okay, next I want to show you this post here. Here it's saying that on WeChat you can see other people and you can search for people with a low social credit score, so you can move away from them and protect your own score, including family. Now this lady here, I've already shown you in a previous video. So she has a gift card that she wants to spend in a store, but she cannot spend it because her Face ID is not working for some kind of reason. Then here we have a post that states that you need facial recognition. Digital ID is mandatory to get into train stations and to board your train. So you cannot go with the train without this digital ID anymore. This is on the airport, where you also need your face to be scanned. Otherwise you cannot board the plane. Okay, this lady wants to buy something from a vending machine in China, and you can only buy food from a vending machine if your social credit score is over 550. So then you have to scan the QR code on the door and choose your items, and then you can take them out of the vending machine. So this is how it goes. This is the future, guys, if you do not resist. So all of these videos are really concerning, and it seems to be really Orwellian that people should be completely transparent for the government. And I certainly do not benefit from a digital ID. I don't need it. Okay. I'm pretty old-fashioned. I drive a car which is now, is it 15 years old? I don't know. So it's a really old car. I don't care. As long as it drives, it's great. And imagine if there's a social credit score and an ID scanner inside of your car, and let's say you have behaved really badly, and if you have a social credit score lower than a certain amount, you maybe cannot drive your car anymore. So that's why I'm keeping my old car, because my car runs as soon as I turn on the key, and it's giving me freedom. It also doesn't have any GPS trackers inside or any connections to the internet. So yeah, my car is working and driving as soon as I put some diesel into it. So this is what's going on in Europe, and a lot of people are still sleepwalking their way into total transparency as a consumer. And they have no idea what's going on. They don't even know that this is planned for us. So people really need to wake up. And you need to tell other people about what's going on and help them understand the situation. I don't think we need digital IDs. I don't think we need currencies that are directly connected to the central bank. I want to still pay with cash. I want to drive my car whenever I want, and I want to travel to another country whenever I want. So personally, I would like to have my freedom, and I want things to be like it was before. I want to pay for things with cash. I don't think it's the government's business on what I'm buying, on where I am, on which stores I enter. It's none of their business, okay? It's none of their damn business what I'm doing and what I'm buying and where I'm traveling. It's none of their business. It's not good if the government has so much power. There's a reason why we have constitutions. For example, the Austrian constitution is saying the power comes from the people, and there's a reason for it. And yes, we can fight this, we can say no, we can protest, and we can not comply. And as long as the majority is not complying, then they will not force us with this digital ID. But if the majority of people say, okay, out of an inconvenience, I now install this app and I give them all of my information and I take this digital ID. So if the majority of people comply, the problem is that then they will make it mandatory and they will make a law that now everybody has to comply. So I don't know about you guys, but I would like to have a choice. And if I want to say no to digital currencies and digital IDs, then this should be my choice and my freedom. So I don't know about you guys, but maybe we should boycott all stores which does not take cash anymore and which require us to use digital IDs to enter the store. And when I saw this video about the Aldi store in London, where you can only enter with a digital ID, then I thought, it's crazy, it's really happening. All of this that's happening in China is now starting here in the Western world. And that's really concerning to me. And I will fight against it. I will protest and not comply. Okay, next we have an increased terror warning in Austria and also in other countries of Europe. So right now in Austria we are at the second highest warning. And also, apparently a lot of jihadists are attacking our digital infrastructure. So right now there are a lot of cyber attacks on governmental institutions and also on digital infrastructures. So that's pretty crazy. Then next, the Austrian police has caught weapon smugglers. They have tried to smuggle 30 AK-47s to Germany, but they were stopped in Austria. And this camper van was full with weapons and also with 30 kilograms of ammunition. So, of course, this is not good because AK-47s in the hands of criminals is a bad thing, and it's also not allowed to have in Austria. So this is an illegal weapon because it's war material and because it's fully automatic. Next, I would like to show you northern lights over Austria. And usually we don't get northern lights here. So apparently now the sun is having a lot of sunspots and it's creating a lot of coronal mass ejections. And also a couple of days ago there was a huge CME that will hit the Earth, I believe, tomorrow or today. So there might be another Carrington event and we have to prepare for that. So make sure that you're getting your vital electronics into a Faraday cage. Okay guys, so this is it for today. I really want to thank you for watching, and also make sure that you follow me on Twitter, because Twitter is my backup in case anything happens to my YouTube channel on YouTube right now. Thank you for watching guys, and stay tuned till next time.